Harvey Weinstein, you going out sad. What it is, what it ain't, it's your girl Umbrella, and I'm back with another video. First of all, I just want to say Merry Christmas Eve. You know what I'm saying? It's Christmas Eve. It came kind of quick. You know what I'm saying? But it's cool. You know, I'm not going to stop grinding. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm recording today. Okay, and I usually upload on Wednesdays or Thursdays, but tomorrow's Christmas, so I just want to knock this video out now. And in this video, we're going to be talking about Harvey Weinstein. And if you don't know who that is, then you may know him as an American film producer. He's produced films such as Kill Bill Volume 1 and 2, Scary Movie, the original Scream, and Django Unchained, just to name a few. And also My Week with Marilyn, because I really like that movie. But anyway, he's also, if you haven't seen any of those movies, he's also been accused of sexual assault and rape. So he will be going to trial and to court for those issues as well. But in today's video, we're going to be talking about his most recent stunt, leaving the courtroom with a walker. And people are speculating that he might be faking his injuries for sympathy. So in this video, we're going to get into the shits. We're going to do a fact check to see what's going on, to see if his story fits the facts of his alleged injuries. So I'm just going to start off by going through what happened. So apparently in August of this year, August 17th, he was involved in a car accident. So he alleges that he saw a deer in the road and he tried to get past the deer, and I guess he must have swerved some sort of way, and his Jeep ended up crashing into a tree. So someone nearby calls the 911, and they say that, there's other people in the car, but they say that no one is injured. So, but the car has flipped over and it's just in the road. So, the police show up, they do their police report, they make the initial discovery that Mr. Weinstein is not harmed, no one else in the car is harmed, and that, I guess everything's cool. So, fast forwarding to now, he's showing up at court with a walker, and people are kind of like speculating that his injuries could be fake. And because he did not go to the ambulance at the scene of the accident. And I will actually read what the 911 caller said. And the 911 caller says, we've got a bad accident, a car flipped, the guy's okay, but the car flipped, it's in the road. That's what the 911 caller says. And Harvey Weinstein says that he, what I just said, he tried to avoid a deer and then the car flipped over. The police report states that there are zero injured persons in said Jeep. So the facts say that no one was injured. He's also saying, he also has a speaker or a rep that made a public statement saying that he didn't have any initial injuries at the scene of the accident, but that his quote-unquote injuries became worse over time. There's a red flag there for me, just because I feel like, I was in a car accident, and yes, mine was different. I was not in an actual car when I got into my accident, but I'm just assuming that, if you get into a car accident, you're shaken up and you want to make sure that you're okay. If you're able to walk away from a car accident, you still should go to the ambulance and go to the hospital. That's just something that I'm thinking. but I do recall several celebrities going through, you know, accidents or falls, and they don't report it or they don't go to the ambulance, and then something bad does happen. And most of the time that's with celebrities, people that are rich and they have money. They don't really do what is necessary. The attorney, his attorney actually said that he insisted that he was genuinely injured. And he says, and I quote, a serious car accident in August which resulted in a concussion. Okay, so if you had a concussion, I'm not sure, that's a head injury, and that has nothing to do with having a walker. So that doesn't really make sense to me. And if you did have a concussion over time, then the police or the ambulance at the scene of the accident would have definitely tried to, you know, see if you had any head injuries to get checked out. So he would have found out that he had a concussion already. So I don't really, as of December, and this happened in August, I don't think that that's the case either. He's also saying that he has some sort of back injuries from the accident, but I guess he didn't get checked out at the accident. So he's saying that the back injuries may have gotten worse over time, so that he had to actually undergo surgery. But I'm thinking about this as if I had a back injury. If I had a back injury, I probably wouldn't want a walker, because with a walker, it has you like, you're putting all your weight on the walker, meaning you have to like bend over as you walk. I don't see how that's going to improve your back injury if you're like bent over walking around for hours at a time. I don't think that that's smart. No, I don't think that that's a smart thing to do. I think that you would need something more of like a wheelchair or something where your back can be aligned, because it just doesn't make any sense to undergo serious back surgery and then be like bent over on a walker. And a walker is best if you have like leg injuries, such as me. I had a walker, and I had to use my walker for months, and for a couple months. I mean, after a while, I started to regain my strength. So now I have a cane that I use, but I don't think that if you had a serious car accident in August, like me, like he's saying, then I don't think that he would still need a walker. He is older than me. You know what I'm saying? He is 67 years old and what's not. But I do feel like that he's probably playing this accident up for sympathy, because he is, and I quote, going through a lot of legal battles with the sexual assaults and the rape allegations. So he could be possibly trying to, you know, strike a nerve or get some sort of sympathy for his trial that should be coming up soon. I hope not. I'm not taking anything away from his accident, because it sounds like it was a very serious accident. But as a grown adult, I feel like if you got into an accident like that, you should have just went to the hospital anyway to make sure that everything was okay, so that maybe you could have prevented the surgery or whatever. But for him to show up in court with a walker, I feel like he did that on purpose. I feel like it was calculated, and it can be insulting for people like me that have actually need a walker to walk around. It doesn't look good at all. I mean, most of the stuff that he's been getting involved in, you know, doesn't look good. But him possibly faking his injuries for sympathy, that's like a new low. You know, it's bad enough that you're accused of rape and sexual assault, but you're just going to make it worse by trying to get some sort of sympathy for a car accident that happened months ago. And you the one that didn't get checked out. You know what I'm saying? If you do have these injuries and they are real, then you didn't do a good job of making it seem real. You know what I'm saying? At the time that it needed to be real, it just doesn't seem real. You didn't do what you were supposed to do. You didn't get checked up. So the fact that it's 4 months later from your accident, you're just now having a walker, that doesn't make any sense to me. Like, that doesn't make any sense at all. So I just want to know what y'all think about this. I know how I feel. I feel like he's possibly faking, not the car accident, but his injuries. I don't think that they're as bad as he's alleging. And if they are, I feel like it's his fault. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got yourself into the accident. You should have went to the hospital immediately. You should have got that surgery immediately, so that now you could be way past the recovery stage. You know, you could be actually walking around perfectly. Well, not perfectly, but you know what I mean. You could be walking around better now. You could have started your recovery process as soon as the accident happened, especially because you have money and prestige. You know what I'm saying? So just leave a comment below. This got me gassed out, honestly, because it's just weird. It's like it's taking this accident to a new low. But just tell me what y'all think in the comments. Please leave me a comment. I will read. I will respond. Make sure if you want to support me and support this channel, you check out my Poshmark. I do upload new items on my Poshmark, never been used, daily. So if you want to grab something for the holidays, make sure you do that. Quality shit at quality prices. Make sure you're liking and you're subscribing to my channel. And I will see you guys after Christmas. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Shoot 'em, I just need a sign. You know I've been going through it, just give me a sign. I promise we all can do it, I just need some time. Should I continue with this music, just give me a sign. Thinking about the day when I won't need to rhyme. She tryna lie me or she love me, I just need a sign. I close my eyes and pray like I just need a sign.